In order for a person to be a teacher, you need to have a willingness to teach and to deal with the nonsense, and I have none of that. You were a teacher and you really liked it. Well, that's great. Smurf, good morning. Hello. How are you? Miss, how do we learn this? Oh my god, go practice by. Yes, exactly. Figure it out yourself. I can't help you. I can't get inside of your head. Like, um, it was either giving private lessons or teaching in a language school. So basically, everyone you were taught wanted to be there. Yeah, I feel like that is a very key element to enjoying the teaching process. If you're working with a public that wants to cooperate with you, then, you know, imagine different in public school. Yeah, where half of the individuals are just, they're just not there. They are there, but in their head, they're somewhere else. Your good bed is just cool enough, so I have the window open at nights now. And being woken up by burbs at 4 a.m. sitting in the tree outside is no fun. Great. I'm doing alright, thank you. Just chilling here in my blanket, drawing some otters. So pretty solid, pretty decent. Things are going up. I do, I would say. I have a 6-pack, I have a 12-pack. It's in the fridge. It's in the Alright, Yun White, well, thank you for being here. Good night to you, and see you some other time, hopefully. Hello, Manny. You like these water badges. Also, the last page with them was good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, I mean, it is kind of admirable that people are willing to go through the length of creating a whole account and then typing it out. But, you know, the the joys were short-lived. Go read a book. A happy book. Not an angry book. Just happy books. Ain't gonna happen. Unless you're an author, in which case there's already a drawing of you. Enjoy. The fancy water brush. If only it was used the way it was designed to be used. It's just a brush, you know. A nice brush that holds its point and shape and everything else. But it, at least for me, it doesn't really work as like a typical water brush. Well, then how you tell that to others? A fear of others? But why? Why? I mean, fair enough. There are some, I guess, videos and information about some, were it like river otters or something who attack in groups, and those can be pretty vicious, so those should be feared. Fear of anything is a real thing. Well, fear as such, obviously. But it's just, you know, an otter. For the most part, it's not like it's gonna do anything to you. But then again, yeah, fear is also irrational and weird, so whatever. Whatever. If you're afraid of otters, well, I'm sorry. I wish you wasn't. Hippos are dangerous too, even though they look kind of funny. I mean, you don't really want to be around hippos. Those can freaking bite your head off. Yeah, because let's face it, there aren't really that many cheetahs and leopards and lions left, so they are attacking just because. Just because. Well, I mean, fair enough. They need to protect themselves and their whatever, their little hippo children. Don't get in my territory. They can run super fast too. Well, in that case, I guess your best strategy would be to climb a tree, but then again, how long will you stay in that tree? Until the hippo decides to leave. And if it doesn't, well then that's it. End game for you. You're so confused by this pen. Is it a pen, a watercolor pen? Well, it's a watercolor brush. You're supposed to fill this compartment here with water, and then you can take it with you for like traveling and whatnot, and you don't need to bring a separate water container with you. What this pen or brush is not supposed to be is filled with diluted ink, which is what I have done. But because it's not designed for that, all of the little color particles have blocked this area here, so nothing comes out of this. It's blocked. All I can use it for is just as a regular brush, dipping it into paint and working with it that way. But that is ultimately what I like the most. I wasn't a fan of, like, you know, it's not really controlled how the liquid is escaping from the brush, so I just like that it holds a nice point and it's round. It's a brush, like that's it. It's just a brush. Just a brush. We can... Oh, for goodness sake, can I... You stay like this. I mean, I could do this as well. No. Let's just do it. I can't. I can't. Now I will get the question, what is that brush as well? Because it looks odd and weird. Another DIY brush. I used to, I can clean it out, yes, but the thing is, I'm not gonna use it as a watercolor brush where I just fill the compartment with water. Like I don't like it. I don't like that the water is leaking out and I can't really control it that well. I don't like that brush as a concept, but I like the tip of it. So there you go. Now we have a cool ass fancy concoction. What is this new brush? This is a DIY brush. Um, as an artist, do you do a lot of things with references, with your own touch, of course, or from your head? You're not very good at creating from nothing. You need some kind of inspo, at least right now. Well, for me, it really depends what I'm creating. For this, like practice sketchbook stuff, where my sheer intention is just to learn, I'm most certainly using references all of the time because that's the only way how you can learn. Like, you can't really imagine what an otter is supposed to look like from certain angles unless you see the otter. Or you're, I don't know, gifted in ways that no one really is. Um, so for practice, like, I would highly recommend references. When it comes to, bigger pieces, it depends. There are times when I will use a reference of some sort. Maybe put my own twist. Maybe I will just find a picture that I have taken at some point and I will recreate that because I like it. Or you just, gather a bunch of different images and sort of combine them together with your own way. Like, there is no really a wrong way how to create it, and I don't think the people who create things from just their imagination are superior in any way, shape, or form than the people who use references and get inspired that way. Like, everyone has their own way of creating, so just find what works for you and keep on making stuff. You took a peek at a suite. That's fine. That's okay. Well, no problem. An ant. That is how all the creatures start, looking like an ant. From experience, you'd think references also help drawing from imagination. Oh, definitely, because you're just exposing more information to your brain, and then your brain can work with more things. And we named others. Um, we will name all of them Bob, I think. They're all gonna be Bob. That's the go-to name for me. Oh, in Discord. Bobos? Well, one of them can be called Bobo, I guess. Um, yeah, this is all the same otter. I'm just looking at a video on YouTube and then pausing the video every once in a while. In the video, the otter is basically walking around a food bowl, and inside of that food bowl is a stick of corn, and the otter is trying to understand what the heck that is. So he's like falling on the ground, rolling around, touching the corn, walking away from the corn, interacting with corn. It's great. Oh no. Well, thank you, Trav. Thank you. Neko, hello. Well, you know, the Rhino maid is cute in a different way. Well, it's pretty chilly. But also, this definitely boosts up the comfiness factor, so I'm not complaining. You have an obsession with comfy, fuzzy blankets. That's a good kind of obsession to have, in my books, anyway. One point, you had like 7 or 8 blankets on the bed just for you. Your husband was like, Sarah, what is this? Stop. Just blankets to keep you comfy and cozy. Trav, I was thinking about, adding some color, but I think I will just leave them just like plain line work, because you can also see the pencil lines from underneath, which I kind of like. So we'll keep it pretty plain. You know what else is good for staying warm? A cute doggo. Yes. Exactly. Unless the doggo has had a swim and is wet and dripping, then that's not good for staying warm. Oh, that good to know, Dapper. Thank you. Thank you for that information. Yes, they are otters. Pyroman, hello. Welcome. This was less than satisfactory. You checked to see the status of a parcel you sent yesterday, because as the lady at the post office explained, you can track its journey. So you tried, and is the whole website broken? Has it not left your city? What is happening? It has literally 3 stages you can see the package in. What is it? In transit, dispatched, and like received, or something along those lines? Received by post office in journey and delivered. Well, I mean, she didn't lie about, in theory, the tracking. Like, you can track something. Uh, well, let it be in journey. It wants to have an adventure. Well, that's the most basic of tracking that there is. Well, you can want a bunch of different things, Eric, but it doesn't mean that those things will be delivered. Sad times. But I mean, it's better than nothing, I would say. Avertag, hello, good morning. Worst thing you can do to your comfy coziness is to introduce a cat to your home. Ooh. I stumbled upon a video on YouTube about otters, so just using the video and pausing it every once in a while to draw one of the otter guys. Sadly, in the video, there is not a shot of an otter with a clam on it. This otter is actually, it belongs to someone, it's not a wild otter. So it's indoors, and the otter is playing with food, basically, with a cob of corn. So sadly, no clams. But I do like this video in particular. Like the otter is moving a lot and is positioning himself in many different forms, which is good for practice. You get to see the otter from angles which you wouldn't be able to see from like pictures. And if there are pictures like that, they're very difficult to stumble upon. Like no one just takes random pictures and posts all of them online of their pet otter. Those all are usually very cute and, you know, all from sort of the same angle. There was a disturbing German children's movie when you were a kid called Water Children. Parts of it was real footage, parts of it was cartoon. Okay, I didn't know that. Water Children. Okay. There are river otters and sea otters. Sea otters are bigger and you think they are the ones that open clams. Could be. I mean, I don't know that many otter facts, so I don't really know much about these guys. Well, I'm feeling pretty happy with them. Aja, thank you. Well, thank you, Nib. They're definitely fun animals to draw. Like, there isn't really much happening, but maybe because of the simplicity, it's, you know, you don't really have to think about, oh, let's say for a lion, you need to think about the mane and about what even else, I don't know. This is just a chunky sausage creature. How I show them to my significant other at all. I think my significant other has seen them already. Oh, thank you for the host. Thank you. Well, thank you, Noob. Oopsie daisy, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hit the microphone. Thank you, Noob. Glad that you enjoy this place. Yeah, cats are cool. Except when they're assholes, but you know, for the most part, they're cool. When they're sleeping, they're amazing. They do see invisible stuff sometimes and act crazy. Invisible stuff? Like what invisible stuff? Are we talking like spirits and ghosts and I don't know what else? Or maybe aliens? Ooh. People in the back of the class regularly sleeping. Let them sleep. Well, Elsie, hello. Yes, I am feeling very snug. Hairless cats are aliens for sure. Hairless cats are so beautiful. I mean, they do look like raw chicken, but other than that, I think they're amazing. They apparently do have a downside, which is like they get dirty extremely quickly, and they will dirty up everything that you have. Um, so so there is that. um, Cats will stare intentionally at a wall and follow something around the room. Happens quite often, like they're uh, interacting with something. Draw your own conclusions. Fair enough. These others are missing something. I think they would look great with a top hat and a monocle. Well, I think maybe a top hat can be sorted out for some of these guys. A monocle would be a little bit more tricky. I don't think the monocle would translate well around the eye area. Like this guy, for instance, it almost already looks like he has a monocle because of some of the like little lines that they have around the eyes. Have you all seen that Tumblr post about the vet tech assistant who had to follow a hairless cat around all day at the office? No. What? Why did he have to follow the cat? Is it like a experiment, or was that a random cat? Yeah, sure, sure. Post the link. Kex, thank you. Thank you. Bloody hell. Oh gee. That was a wild ride, that chunk of text. You've never seen Dickskin typed as much as when you were drawing the Sphinx cats. Yeah, that was a Dickskin heavy chat. Well, thank you almost. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you some other time, hopefully. I'm no David Attenborough. Well, that's very disappointing indeed. Maybe one day I will level up to that age and also the ability to maybe grow beard, but still have a long way to go. Well, that girl, thank you. Thank you. The puns are okay. The chat has been plagued with them for the entire day already, so it's fine. No, Trav, I'm good with this regular blanket. I don't need a special whatever blanket wearing concoction. Matching slippers. No, no. No, no. We're cool without those. How do I know I'm not missing out? Well, that's a good question. I don't, but I'm making the assumption that I'm not. You don't wear much matching slippers. Why do you wear one blue and one red? I don't wear slippers at all. I don't have slippers. I just wear socks. Well, nice meeting you too, that girl. Do you, though? Yes. Always. I mean, I'm wrapped up in a fucking blanket. What do you think? I'm gonna walk around barefoot? I don't think so. When you're at home, you don't wear socks at all. Well, that's fine. That's your life, and you can live it. I need socks. Slippers are great. Slippers are okay. I mean, I used to have slippers. Like, it's fine, it's great. But, uh, I'm fine without them. You have no socks on right now. Saxophone solo. You're saxophoning with no socks on? That's disrespectful towards saxophones and socks. Maybe the socks wanted to hear the concert as well. Now they're missing out. They're crying in your drawer. How could you? How could you betray them like that? Dapper, no. No, we don't do that here. No, no otters will be harmed on this Chanel. Info below says I love dogs. Do I have a dog? I do love dogs, but sadly I don't have a dog. In the apartment where I live, there are no dogs allowed. No dogs allowed, no cats allowed, no. Well, I guess you could have a hamster, something that lives in a tiny cage and never leaves the proximity. But yeah, can't have a doggo right now. Right now. Can't have a doggo right now, but someday, one day, there will be a doggo. Exactly, noob. It's gonna be alright. One day there will be a fluffy friend. A tiny bark. Oh no, you didn't type a tiny bark. Oh, I did. I read it like a tiny bark-sized dog. It's like, yes, a bark-sized dog. A Bobic-sized one. Well, I already have Bobic, so... And I'd rather wait a little longer and have like a bigger boy, a chunkier boy. You have a German Shepherd slash Chow mix and a pug. So you don't think pugs count as real dogs? Well, I mean, they're different. They're just different. They're more, I guess, like weird cats. But still, it's a doggo. A mastiff. Ooh. I'm just afraid that the mastiff would feel extremely hot. Like unless you live in a super cold place, I feel like a mastiff would just suffer. But maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't A short-haired mastiff, and then it decides that it wants to sleep in the bed, and then there is no space anymore. Sounds like a plan. Lucas, hello, hello, welcome. have an election this weekend. Fun times, isn't it? Do you ever watch back footage of your art and think, why am I doing this that way? That's wrong. No. I mean, I will every once in a while sort of go back to my older paintings or drawings and think, you know, what are the things that I could have done differently and what would have improved this whole thing. But as far as like my Twitch streams go, I mean, sometimes I might take a look what has happened, but I never ever like actually look at the art that I'm doing. It's mostly just maybe there is something that I want to save and clip forever. And that's about it. Those are the only times when I will rewatch my stuff. Well, I feel like that's a relatively normal thing, you know. So it's okay, Trav. Those are valid feelings, it's fine. There's a tiny girl near where you live who walks two huge mastiffs. Pretty epic. Oh, it is. Look at that. That is a very pretty boy. The big paws. Look at the paws. Look at the ears. Oh. That's a nice boy. That's a very nice boy. Your neighbors growing up had three Great Danes. Those things are massive. Those are huge creatures. Ever been to a dog show? No. No, I don't think so. I'm trying to imagine, like, have I ever heard that there are any dog shows happening, like in my area? I don't know. Not sure if there are dog shows in Latvia. Maybe there are. I seriously don't know. Dog shows are fun. Owners just have all their dogs there and they'll talk your ears off about breeds. Quite a fanatical group. Sounds great. Monica used to work her work. Work her work? Okay. When she used to work her work, the doctors would send them blood samples for checks. Okay. Oopsie daisy, I'm sorry. Usually they'll award prizes for the best groomed or the dog who's able to navigate the obstacle course the fastest. One of the hematologists in the city is called Dr. Draculova. That's a pretty epic name for someone who tests blood. Oh no, he doesn't test, he sends the blood. Is that blood from Dracula, already? Well, I mean, there are definitely certain types of dogs that are bred for, like, sheep herding and whatnot. Others might not have that, the same instinct. I had a neighbor with some greyhounds. They were real couch potatoes. Yeah, I have heard that they are sort of like very, very chill. When I was doing these like running greyhound sketches, I was using also a video reference. Then the dude in the video was like, "Yep, these are like dogs just want to lay down and just sleep, and obviously when they run like crazy, but other than that, it's just sleep time all day, every day." Kumalipa, hello, hello. Doing great, thank you. Probably been said before, but the sketches are utterly adorable. It has, but I will take it. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's a thing with these running breeds, they instinctively preserve energy. Could be. Yeah, that would make sense. Border Collie, scientist of dog universe, smartest dogs among dogs. Border Collies. I mean, those are pretty dogs. What's the most magical animal? Hairy otter. Yeah, that's a good one. Master, hello. Yes, you can see a bunch of otters. Oh, that means otter. Okay, well then, extra appropriate. Lucy just peeked into your screen and said she's doing really well on the honors. Oh, thank you, Lucia, whoever you are. Appreciated. Okay, I don't know if you have the rights to give Eric any breaks, to be completely honest. I mean, we're not doubting that Eric is working extra hard right now, but after the rain comes, all the frogs come out of their hiding holes. Well, they like the moisture, they like to slide around. No. Oh, Master, thank you. Well, you can fill in the gaps, maybe. Come up with your own information. Shove it in there. So, you know, you can do it. Well, actually, maybe you can't, but you can try. You're good at shoving it in there, but then you end up having to redo everything. Yeah, but I mean, like, that's sort of a little backwards, because if you have been given a task and then you don't have all the information and then all you're left to do is just fill in the gaps and then it's not good enough, like, that's not your fault. That's the fault of... Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't make any difference. You're gonna suffer by the end of it all anyway, no matter whose fault it is. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry that you're in this situation. When hasn't Kay been bossy? Like, give me an example. A firm handshake. Wow. Eric, that's a great deal. A firm handshake from Kay. I mean, I would use that opportunity immediately. Kay bossing Eric around is a new thing. I guess things have a little changed, yeah. Because at first Kay was just bullying Eric and now it's bossing. So is that a level up or a level down? I'm not sure. To ignoring to bullying to being bossed around, what's next? Maybe Kay just likes you a lot. Maybe that's Kay's way of showing love. Kay, are you showing love? But you just don't know how to express it properly. Too much love can kill you. There is a chance Kay's going for that. Going for the kill. No love in K country. That's a little sad, isn't it? What about love for the gym? Oh no, actually you don't love the gym, you already said that. How about the love for the broccoli? And the love for your tomato plants? And your unfinished lamp? What about those things? Those require love. It's enough. It's Of course, how could I forget the freaking keyboard? Yes, that's like the main thing. Main thing in life, that fancy ass keyboard. Mildly? Is that in quotation marks? Because you may not realize that, but it doesn't come off as just mild interest. It comes off as like hyper crazy interest. Which is not a bad thing. It's good that you're interested in something. Obsession. Well, I mean, in my experience, Kay, you are the first person that I have met. Well, I haven't met you, but you know, that I have encountered. That is so excited about keyboards and keyboard caps and just keyboards and the theme of a keyboard. It's great, but it's just unusual. I'm not mocking you, I'm just telling you the way things are. Anyone ever swap two letters on a keyboard? It drives people insane. Oh, gee. Do you do that at the office? Get in early and then swap keyboard cap things. You can be pretty thrilled about a lot of things. This could be your superpower. It could. Yes, for sure. Oh, you have done that, Dapper. Alright. Remember how you were saying tomatoes are bland, mushy, gross things? Science says yes also. Well, I mean, that's cool. Um, Science needs to get some freaking taste buds in the game. Maybe then they will taste the great things that are in tomatoes. Alright, noob. Well, thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day and hopefully see you some other time. I'm using a reference picture, yes. Sadly, I'm not exposed to others on day-to-day basis, so I don't really know what they're supposed to look like from certain angles. And this is the best way how to practice that. We're not even halfway through. But then again, we are getting close, and it's getting close to the midpoint of the year. So, to be fair, I think I am keeping up pretty nicely with the sketchbook. You bought a keyboard with the clicky keycaps, everyone can hear you type. It's like in the in all of the movies where they want to emphasize that someone is typing something, so the clicking is going like crazy. Well, you must be very popular then now. If you're, I don't know, living or working together with other people. Should you make some pancakes now? Well, if you want to have pancakes, sure, make them. Are you gonna make the best pancakes? The ones that you shared the recipe? Alright, Ra. Well, good luck in your bread hunt. I hope it's successful and hopefully see you some other time. You did dream about your tomatoes being fully grown already. Ah, you're excited. You're excited about your tomatoes. Spoiler, they are not. It's shocking. Just shocking. Well, be patient. They will come when the time is right. You really want to eat the purple tomatoes? Do you expect them to taste any different? Because in my experience, all of the tomatoes sort of have the same taste. But they look funky and cool. Um, ooh, well that's exciting, Ra. Hopefully they take you and you become a firm member of that group. Well, congratulations. Okay, just let it slide. Just let it go. Please. Blue eyes, thank you. Of course you do, Ra. What other purpose is there left than to live to make me proud? Well, you are making me proud. Congrats. Well, Eric, you maybe make me proud as well sometimes. I can't really imagine or remember the time, but I'm sure it has happened at some point. Ra is livid. Excuse you, how dare you say that we're Dutch? You triggered the sun god. You better watch out. Oops. Trash tunes. Well, thank you. Thank you. I think they are pretty cute. If I can say so to myself. You're cute boys. Cute boys. How are you doing? Oh, I see. Early morning hours. Hey, why do you think it's so far-fetched that I wouldn't ever give you a compliment? No, not a compliment. Wait. Yeah, a compliment. I have given you compliments at some point. I said that you're doing a great job, actually, today. No one is being harmed here. Calm down. It's fine. Not physically. Do you feel like I'm mentally scarring you? Is this place mentally scarring you? I mean, I guess when Kay is in the house, then things get a little rough. Like Zoro's shirt. Hmm. Cool. Cool. Well, greetings to you as well. And I'm sure with practice you can get there. It's all doable. It just takes a bit of time, but it's all doable. Um, I mean, let's face it, it's very strange type of welcoming feeling here. You're welcomed, but it doesn't mean you won't bleed. Well, I mean, bring some freaking band-aids. Yeah, well, I guess it is a little, you know, hard to describe how things are. Yeah, you're right. Um, you dedicate your time to practice layering and calligraphy. You need 35 hours in the day. Oh, bad news for you. I'm sorry. Bad news. That ain't gonna happen. But you know, I'm sure you will get there and it's gonna be fine. Just keep on practicing. I mean, calligraphy is a super cool thing. So the abuse won't stop, so make sure to bring band-aids after damage is done. Yeah, well, just for the next time. Prepare for the next attack. Well, look, who knows how things will escalate. It's okay, Luca. We can understand things, it's fine. Google Translate is doing a good job. Um, to be fair, it actually suits the face. You know, a little bit more. I'm sorry, a little yawn. A little bit more fashionable, fashion forward with the long hair. You've had enough of this. You will draw your own things, forget the task. Yes, do that. Save your nervous system and your sanity. Thank you, Luca. Thank you. Hmm. Not like super fond of this guy, not gonna lie. He looks kind of squished here. That's fine. We will keep him. He might be a little damaged, but that's okay. Doesn't mean that he's less worthy of, you know, being on this piece of paper. My Hammer pen looks like it has on a band-aid. Yeah, it does. It's been stitched together. Surgery has been performed. A little accident, perhaps less than happy, but still an accident, yes. Most certainly less than happy, but it's fine. It's okay, you know, he can live together with all the other brothers. ancestors. Fine. Are you trying to say other others? Yes, but I wanted to make it like other others. All of the others. Only others. uh, Let me be. Thank you. Thank you. An otter from another otter mother. Mother. Yes. Obnoxious otter writing. Okay, you know what we're not gonna do? It's tongue twisters. An ant standing up. Yes. That's the best way how I find it's to like to draw these creatures. Start with ants. And then usually it works out somehow. The oval game is strong. Those are the only shapes I know how to draw. Your kitchen scale ran out of battery, so you had to do the pancakes ghetto style. Well, I mean, haven't you made the recipe so many times that you can just eyeball things? Or do you always rely on the kitchen scales? Also, it's pancakes, like, just chuck a bunch of ingredients together and adjust the consistency accordingly, and then it should be fine. Your Germany, we weigh things. See, cool. Well, then how come you don't have a spare battery? Hmm? You need to be prepared for such times. Can't you take a battery out of somewhere else? I don't know. You must have something. Look at the millionaire who can afford spare batteries. Boy, if you can afford your freaking kitchen scale, you can afford some batteries. I'm welding extra batteries. It's great. I don't like how I have created this area here. This empty, sad area. But also the fact that there is the black freaking stitching going down there. Like, what do I even do with that? I don't have Schmincke's white anymore. I don't. I did order some more white, however. This time from Winsor and Newton, and I have high hopes. I have very high hopes, and I bloody hope they will deliver greatness. Yes, I've been all out of Schmincke's white, Weiss, Schmincke's white for a while now, because you just simply had to use so much of it for it to have any coverage at all that you just run out. So yeah, I've been living off of this teeny tiny tube of white that I had. Dapper, do you have any helpful suggestions what we could put here? That would be appreciated. I'm not starting the Schminke rant again. Chill. Almighty other day. This is other heavy page. So you can't be helpful. Disappointing. No, but like genuinely. What? I don't really want to put another otter here. I think it would be kind of rude to put him here. He will be cut in half by this freaking black twine. Maybe like a pile of vegetables. And this guy is sacrificing something to the vegetable gods. Is the last of the Bob's pregnante. Pregnante. No, it's just it's just fat. Let him be. Give them a ball to play with. What do you mean it's shaped like a ball? The animal is not shaped like a ball. Where the hell have you seen a ball like this? Pregnante. A jetpack. This one with a jetpack flying high up in the sky. Oh, the negative space is shaped like a ball. Alright, thank you for the clarification. Fine. Maybe, I mean, a massive ball, that would be too much. Samavarville, thank you. Thank you. And Kyle, thank you to you as well. You thought it was a weasel at first. I mean, it could be a weasel. Could be any of those types of little creatures. Why the hell did you spell it like that, Eric? Now I have pregnante stuck in my head. Like, the hell? Pregnante. That's a good drawing. I thought it was a bicycle at first, but I see it's an otter. Ooh. You know. From my? I did not post it. I didn't post the pregnante thing. That was 5 maybe. Or Smurf or something. You could put a coffee stand in the center. And the others are helping themselves with some freshly brewed coffee. I mean, maybe we need to go with something like that's totally out of other character. Just add it to the line in the middle and make it a tuft of tall grass, like extra tall. Okay, we'll see. Let's finish this guy and then I'll decide what I will do. Well, thanks, Dapper.